I asked 26 financial YouTubers the same simple question. Do you believe instructors should be profitable in order to teach others how to be profitable? Also, do you believe trading educators should share their actual P&L, including audited financials or equity curve that clearly shows when money was added or withdrawn from the account? Sounds fair, right? What happened next is fascinating. So let's be real. In an industry where it's easy to talk big, but hard to back it up, I wanted to know who believes sharing P&L is important. So I dropped a respectful question publicly in the comments section of 26 YouTube trading educators. And I tracked what happened, who responded, who ignored me, and who deleted my comments. And now I'm sharing everything. So here is a quick breakdown. 4 creators responded. 10 erased my comments after I asked. 12 ignored the question entirely, and 1 deleted their response later. Now let's break down each one. Some of these responses will speak volumes, and others will leave you wondering. So first, Black Girl Stocks. Okay, so let's take a look at Black Girl Stocks. You can see that these are the same videos right here. And you can see this is video day 6, Mastering Continuation of Candlesticks. It's my account where I'm not incognito. Let's look at the comments. It was first. Okay, so there I am right there in between Angel and Agnes. And then when you go here, incognito, it's the same video. And I'm not there. So my comments, I've been deleted from the channel, looks like, or at least these particular comments were deleted from Black Girl Stocks. Oh, and also in terms of Black Girl Stocks, what kind of responses was I getting from her? Here's her reply. So the question is, do you believe instructors should be profitable to teach others? And also, do you believe trading educators should share their P&L and their equity curve? And she restated my question, and she said, do I believe instructors should be profitable or share their personal finances? I never really asked her about personal finances. I don't know where she came up with personal finances. I'm not asking about anything personal in this question. And she said, I feel like that's totally up to the person. If someone chooses to share their P&L or audited financials or equity curve, that's cool. That's their choice. But that doesn't mean that their content's any less valid. So she said, most creators make it clear that our content is not financial advice and we're sharing strategies, things we've learned, or things we're interested in pursuing and perfecting. It's all educational. Personally, I'd rather focus on encouraging people to paper trade, backtest, and practice what they learn. Whether I show a live trade, a backtest, simply explaining the strategy, it's ultimately up to the viewer to decide what they want to engage with. Best wishes. I said, I appreciate your response, though I noticed you didn't directly answer my question and reframe them to suggest I was asking for personal information. I wasn't asking you to share your personal finances. I was simply asking for your position on the industry standards. So I asked her the questions again, right? And I said, these are questions about what constitutes credible trading education, not requests for your personal financial information. Well, not financial advice. Disclaimers provide legal protection. They don't address whether someone claiming to teach profitable trading should demonstrate that they can actually do it themselves. I believe if an instructor sells a course promising financial freedom through trading, students deserve to know whether the instructor has achieved profitable trading themselves. And I genuinely appreciate your direct thoughts on this. And then that's when you cannot find this in her video when I go into Cognito. So this has been erased, or my comments have been taken down. Next, Brando Trades. So this is proof that options trading can change your life in 3 months. And the same video here. Let's see. Okay, so I'm here between the W and the diesel. Let's see where I'm at. Incognito here. Yeah, I don't see It looks like I got banned, right? Because I should be here, and I don't see my comment in there. Looks like I got banned from Brando Trades. Then I reached out to Tori Trades. How I made $2,000 a day with one simple strategy. It was 18 comments. I'm going to go to newest first. So I'm in the, I don't see my, let's see here. Let's go into this one and go to newest first. So after the question, I'm after this E right here, Terra Flash and Liquid. Let's see here. It's in there. Right here is where I should be. I got banned. It looks like I no longer can make, or this, my comments were erased. I don't know if I'm banned or anything, but I know my comments were erased off of this video here. So that's Tori Trades. I guess she didn't like what I asked, I guess. I also contacted the Traveling Trader. The next one is the Traveling Trader, urgent, before 9:30 a.m. Sort by newest. Here I am. Okay, so let me go to an earlier video from Traveling Trader. Sort by newest first, see if I can find where I am. Here I am. Okay. Traveling Trader, do you believe trading educators should share their actual P&L, including equity curves? It clearly shows when money was added and withdrawn from the account. So I'm not asking about him. I'm asking about just educators in general. And he said their actual P&L. No, there are a lot of reasons to want to keep this private. Security, privacy from family and friends, marital disputes, business negotiations, higher risk auditing, blah, blah, blah. Equity curve on a percentage basis? Sure, he said. Okay. So I said, okay, do you have anywhere I can go, a link, to see your equity curve on a percentage basis? Thank you. I never got a response to this. Let's see what this video looks like incognito. Okay, so the most hated rally ever. Traveling Trader. Infinite material. Here it is. So it should be right here. Incognito. My comments are no longer there. They've been erased from the Traveling Trader on this particular video called The Most Hated Rally Ever, Buyers Now Chasing. Then came Financial Wisdom. Financial Wisdom. You can't see the comments unless you sort by newest first. Okay, here it is. Okay, yeah. So I asked him the questions, and he said not necessarily. There are many smart football managers that are at elite levels and yet have never played professionally in their life, although there are many that have been elite at both, or many elite at playing but no idea how to coach. Okay, so that's a fair point. And I said coaching and playing can be two different skills in many fields. And then I say, but I'd argue trading is different, especially when it comes to real money on the line. A football coach's bad advice doesn't cost you your retirement, but a trading instructor's strategy, if flawed or unproven, can directly impact someone's life savings. And that's why transparency matters more here than in sports, in my opinion. And when someone teaches how to be profitable, it's reasonable to expect they've done it themselves and have the actual P&L or equity curve to prove it. Not just cherry-pick trades, but real performance, including when money was added or pulled from the account. Without that, how can anyone truly evaluate the effectiveness of risk of the strategy? It's not about ego or perfection. It's about accountability, especially in a space where too many get hurt by following unproven advice. That I said I would love to have your thoughts on that. And I did not get any further responses to that. But, he gave his opinion. So this guy on this channel, Financial Wisdom, he doesn't believe that in order to teach people to be profitable, that you need to be profitable yourself, according to what I saw there and the way he responded. I don't have a problem with that as long as everybody knows. I mean, I think that everyone should know that you believe that. I'm okay with that. If that's what you believe, that's fine. But I think that people should know that. And that's why I made this video and asked that question. Okay, next person. Next, I reached out to Tori Trades. A lot of comments here. Mine's on the top. There used to be a response, but I believe she responded and then took it back. I don't remember 100%. So in this video here, I did get a response. She said, absolutely, I do. So she agrees. I said, thanks for your reply. I'm glad that we agreed on that. And since you're aligned with the idea of transparency and showing real results, would you be willing to share your own equity curve and P&L? Even just on a percentage basis equity curve that shows performance over time with context on deposits and withdrawals would be helpful. And it's great to lead by example. And I think it really helps to build trust in this space. And then I didn't get a response from that. And then the next video, she did another video here. And I said, hey, Tori, just a follow up on our convo from last video where you said you absolutely believe instructors should be profitable and transparent. I really appreciate that response, but I didn't hear back after asking if you'd be open to sharing your own equity curve P&L. Just circling back to see if there's something you'd be willing to share there. I think it would be a powerful example for the community. Thanks. So I asked her that. So that's kind of a follow-up question. So you could see with Tori, I got a response here in this video, and then I asked her the follow-up question 3 times on these three videos, and I never got a response back from Tori on that. Then there was Peter Prue. There I am. Okay, good. And so we had a discussion. And do you believe that educators should share their actual P&L, including equity curve that shows when they added and withdrawn money? He said, absolutely. Audited financials are key if someone shows you their 6 or 7 figure portfolio. And I said, oh, I agree. Audited financials are P&L over time with the equity curve. I said, do you believe instructors should be profitable in order for them to teach others to be profitable? And also, are your audited financials available for me to see? Thanks. Looks like he said, yeah, hey there, here's my bar chart settings. Bar chart settings, and I'll hit that link. And okay, so let's hit that link, see what I get. Okay, so bar chart settings. Yeah, I'm not sure why you sent me that link. So I said, this is interesting, but do you believe instructors should be profitable in order to teach others to be profitable? Also, are your audited financials available for me to see? Thanks. That was it. He didn't respond after that. So he basically agreed, and then when I asked to see them, he sent me to some bar chart / promotional page. That's what it looks like to me. I could be wrong. Maybe I did something wrong here, but that's what I got from Peter Prue. Next was S&B Capital. Okay, on this video right here, my incredibly easy trading strategy that works nearly every day. You can see my comment here, but let's go by newest first. That way we can find it if it's in incognito. Okay, so it's here after the Rose DOS 443 and the cool. Let's see if that's incognito. Okay, here's the incognito window. It's the same video. Let's make sure that I sort by newest first. We'll look for Rose. Okay, so here's Rose. Here's the cool guy. My comments are no longer there. They must have been erased based on incognito, based on checking it incognito. S&B Capital took out my comments, or maybe they just don't let me comment on any of their videos at all. I'm not sure, but that comment is no longer there. Then I asked JDub. Okay, now let's talk about JDub. Okay, it says 17 comments, but there's only 3 remaining. Okay, same video. My comments right here. We can start by newest first. Either way, here I'm in there, but then when you go to incognito, I'm no longer there. So basically my comments were erased by this guy, JDub. Next was Felix and Friends. Here's Felix. Okay. Felix and Friends. These stocks are steel. And here's my comment. Let's put it by newest first so we can see where it actually sits. Yeah. So after Chris Jacks, I should be there. My comment should be there. But when you go incognito, Chris Jacks, my comment's not there. So my comments got erased by Felix and Friends, just asking if you believe instructors should share their P&L. I didn't ask for his P&L. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that I won't eventually ask for his P&L. I mean, if he agrees, then I'm going to ask for his P&L, of course. Then asked options with Davis. Okay, so it's this video here, beginners, Iron Condor. I'm going to go by newest first. Ferocious 1982. Let's see. When you go to incognito, they're still there. I'm not. So he looks like, based on going into incognito, that my comment was erased based on that. And that's with options with Davis. So he didn't answer. He just took my comment out of there. Then I went to Jade Trades. All right. And we'll go by newest first. And we can see me down there at the bottom. I had some replies. Great question. I totally agree. So someone else was responding. Someone else said you asked $1 million question. And then some other guy came in and said he's profitable, he's honest, and I appreciate those guys jumping in. So there's a little bit of a response here. You can read it. But let's see what happened in incognito. I think I'm the last. Yeah, I'm the last one. So my comment was erased from Jade Trades. Next, I went to the rumors. Okay, it was this video here. You can see them in there. Let's see, 360 comments. All right, so it's going to be a while before we find this one. So they replied to everyone else. All right, so I don't even know if I'm there incognito. I'm under, I need to look for, I guess, Brando Trades, this guy in a tie. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, here it is. Okay. So here, and then my comment's no longer available. So they didn't respond and they erased my comment according to what I'm seeing by looking at it in incognito. So that would be the rumors. They erased my, they erased a comment. And then I asked Jade Cap. Okay, this guy. 379 comments. Okay, well, let's go find it on newest first. I don't think he erased, I don't know. I don't have it written down that he erased my comments. So we're after the Todd guy and the Natty gains. Okay, yeah, I'm still there. So I've asked, I haven't got a response. Let's see how many times I've asked. So on Jade Cap over the last couple of weeks, let's see, 1, 2, 3 videos that he's made over the last few weeks. And I asked him three different times and did not get a response from this guy, Jade Cap. I also reached out to Wall Street Trapper. So with the Wall Street Trapper, he just hasn't responded. I don't know if he responded. Well, he does respond to comments, but he just flat out hasn't responded to my comments. And I've asked him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 videos in a row. So he's released about 5 videos in this 2-week period or 3-week period. And no response, asking him 5 times in 5 different videos. He doesn't erase my comments. He just straight up just doesn't respond to them. And I tried 5 times. Next was Pandrea Trades. Okay, so that's this guy. 200 comments. Okay, well, let's see if we can go find it. Let's see if it's still in there. He's not really responding to anyone. Here I am. Okay, let's see if I'm in. So I'm after Mark. Yeah, okay, I'm there. So my comments are still there, just not responding. And so this guy, Let's see. He's released 3 videos over this 2 to 3 week period. 1, 2, 3. And he has not responded in any of those 3 videos in which I asked the questions. I then asked Rose Han. So looking at this video right here, there's my diaries, lifestyle inflation. You can see my comment here. Let me put it in newest first and go find it. That way we can find it whether it's in incognito or not. So here it is. She responds to everyone's, she responds to almost everyone, but she did not respond to me, which is interesting. And let's see. So I'm after like this BD YouTube. So let's look incognito. Here's the same video incognito. Let's sort by there. So it looks looking for that BD. Let's see. Try to remember what I'm looking for there. BD YouTube with a B. Oh, here it is. BT YouTube. And then incognito, you can see the Ting Hana behind me. So you can see here, and my comments are no longer there when you go into incognito. So she must have taken my comment out. She didn't respond to it. And that's Rose Han. Then I went to Max Options. Guy right here, he releases a lot of videos. Let's see. He's got 9 comments. Let's sort by newest first. We're incognito. I still have a comment here. So he's not taking my comment out. It's still there, but it's just not responding. Let's see how many videos I asked him the question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 times, 7 videos in the last couple, 2, 3 weeks. Asked him this, no response from this guy here. Next was Zack Hartley. Okay, so I'm incognito. So he hasn't messed with my question. He did respond here, but didn't respond to this. Hasn't responded. And let's see, Zach, I asked him on 1, 2, 3 videos that he's released over the last 2, 3 weeks. I asked him on 3 separate videos. He doesn't get a lot of comments though. I'm pretty sure he saw. I don't know. I can't say. But I can say that there's 3 videos that I asked him the P&L question and he did not respond. The next channel was Call to Leap. Steve Call to Leap. Let's go with this one. Okay, so this guy, and this is this particular How to Be a Millionaire on a Low Salary. And here's my comment. Now, it's 339 comments on here, so it's going to take me a minute to get through this one. I'm going to go find where I am in here and then see what the response was, which I don't think there was a response. Here I am. Let's see, there was a reply here. Oh, okay, just spam. So under Liz 8552, the 3P, let's see if that's over there. And we're down here a ways. Okay, here we are, 3P, and then here Liz. Okay, I'm still there. And just no response. And, 339 comments. I'm kind of lost in the shuffle there for sure. Let's see. On Steve Call to Leap. Let's see over the last few weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times I've commented in the video asking the question. And you see he responds to other people. But he skipped over my comment here. And I wonder if he skipped over my comment in one of the other ones. Let's just take a quick look. So he doesn't look like he's replying to anyone anyways. So there's a lot of times where he's just not replying. There I am there. But he's just not replying. And I've asked him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So that's what's going on with Steve Call to Leap. He's just not responding. I asked Umar Sharif. So for Umar Sharif, I didn't get a response. And he's only released 1 video since I started doing this. It was about 2 weeks ago. When I first started asking these questions, and I only did on this 1 video here, and there's like 639 comments, so he didn't respond, obviously. And he just didn't respond, and he's not putting out videos on YouTube. So that's kind of what's going on with Umar in the last couple of weeks. Just hasn't been putting out videos. So I was only able to ask him one time, and he didn't respond. Next, I asked Kelly Ogie. So that's Kelly. Do you believe trading educators should share their actual P&L, including equity curve that shows when money was added or withdrawn? Thanks. No response. And then I have not seen Kelly release a video since this was about 2 weeks ago, or just over 2 weeks ago. She hasn't released another video. She didn't respond. And that's kind of where I'm at with Kelly OG. Next, I asked Economic Ninja. They've only released one video in the last couple of weeks, so this is the video. He's got 3,500 comments. I found it right here right away. Great. So I'm after the R's. There's a couple R's. I'm like the 10th one down. So let's see what that looked like in incognito. Right. This video, one or two things about to happen. Oh, there I am. So I am there. All right. So, but he just hasn't responded, and it's only been one video. So that's what's going on with that. With Economic Ninja, he just hasn't released anything in the last couple of weeks, just the one video, and he hasn't responded. Next was the Peachy Investor. I've gotten no response. I don't know if I'm incognito, whether my question's still out there or not. I'll check right now. Okay, so I'm right here after the CJ. Let's go into incognito. And here's the same video. And let's go ahead and look here. I'm going to sort by newest first and then go down. And I'm looking for that CJ, and then I should be down there. Here's the C and then the J. And then I should be right here after the Mrs. 0017 and the Danny. But I'm not there anymore. So only on one video did I make a comment, and only one video. It only took one video for my comment to get erased, as you can see here in incognito on this video right here on the Peachy Investor. And then I went to Greg with the financial minutes. Greg with the financial minutes. So I asked him the question, didn't get a response. And he hasn't released a video since then. So this is like 2 weeks ago. I don't know if he's not active anymore, but I went ahead and asked him. We did not get a response. It looks like he hasn't released a video in like 11 months because this is his latest one. And I asked options with Ravish. All right. Next we have options with Ravish or Ravish. I'm not sure how you say it. And he responded. So let's see. So I asked him about, should he share if they're profitable and should people share? And he said, absolutely. You should be good at something before you teach it to others. I agree with that. And there are far too many day trading gurus who are in losses and they teach others how to lose, which is one of the reasons why I started, YouTube. I'm highly profitable and help many traders make bank. And I don't like to flex, but I will release a video soon with my live results and progression so you can see that it's a real deal. And I responded, great. I'm really looking forward to your insights. Quick question. Would you be open to sharing your equity curve with at least a 12-month period? Ideally, one that also reflects cash flow in and out of the account, similar to what Schwab's performance reporting shows. I'm particularly interested in seeing the full picture, not just wins and losses, but also the account balance, how it evolved over time. And if you don't mind me asking, which broker do you use? Thanks in advance. I really appreciate the transparency. And I have not received a response to that. And I have not seen a video. He hasn't released another video. That was 3 weeks ago. I don't think he's released a video since then. Let's see. Okay. This is interesting that he only has 4 videos and yet he's already up to 10,000 subscribers with 4 videos. Well, he's got 113,000 views, but anyways, just he hasn't responded and he hasn't created a video sharing his P&L, but he does say that he will do it. Okay, so that's all of them. That's 26 YouTubers. And so there's kind of what happened. Notice I did not get anyone's real P&L or their equity curve or anything. I got a few excuses. I got one saying it's not important. And I got most people ignoring me or erasing my comment. Most creators either ignored the question or erased my comments, and none were willing to point to the real verified performance. So here's my takeaway. In trading education, it's not about what they say, it's about what they show. If you're learning to trade, ask one simple question. Can I see your actual results? And if they say no or delete your question, what does that tell you? That's why I trade real capital with full transparency, and that's why I post my real P&L and I go over the details of my trading systems. And that's why I offer the Safe Wheel strategy completely free, a rules-based system that you can actually use backed by real trades. Get access to the full Safe Wheel class and flow chart. There's a link in the description. And if you appreciate this video, give it a like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Now, do you think trading educators should share their real P&L? I'll keep asking the hard questions because traders deserve the truth. And we'll see you in the next video.